Now, pupils at Magoletsa Secondary School in Limpopo are learning in fear as glaring cracks on classroom walls and exposed electrical wires continue to put their lives at risk at the public school. Parents and community members in the area say the school management has been pleading with the Provincial Department of Education for assistance in refurbishing the dilapidated establishment to no avail. The school was built in 1979 using contributions from parents in the community and is said to have seen little to no support from the provincial government since then. Our reporter Hitekani Magwedze brings us the story.
Imagine spending your formative years that are critical for learning in these conditions and still be expected to compete nationally. This is all that learners at the Magoletsa Secondary School in Madingen village have come to know. For these learners, it's a dilapidated school on the one hand and a pandemic on the other.
The children in the school are not only disadvantaged by the pandemic, but also by the fact that their own infrastructure, that's supposed to keep them safe, can be what endangers their lives. So it's quite disheartening and quite disappointing to see the state of the school.
The local chief in the area has seen the school go from a community-built pride to what it is now.
These 3 classrooms were open for Form 1, Form 2, Form 3 in 1979. So in 1980, I was admitted at this school to make my Form 1 study in the first class there. I was a student of this school in 1980.
Since then, he says, nothing has changed.
The school was constructed, but up to now, there is no improvement within this school. So no new buildings, no whatever, no anything.
Community leaders have tried to put some effort in the past.
The buildings were a bit better. They were in a better condition. But as time moved on, we realized as the community, the staff and the chief, that some form of developments were needed. And that was brought to the attention of the department. But we realized that there was nothing absolutely positive that we received from the departments. I must indicate that we went to the department for almost 6 to 7 times, making different follow-ups. Because we started at the district, and the district promised us that they would build us a better school.
Former learners have also reached out to the department and were promised that budget had been allocated. However, nothing has changed. The problems plaguing this community are perhaps as gigantic as the potholes leading to the school. And for the learners, it's potholes outside the school and potholes inside the classrooms. Magoletsa has taken on other learners from a nearby school that had become uninhabitable. But while other desperate learners come in, others whose parents can afford extra expenses are leaving.
The process of not building the school affected us in a number of ways. The enrollments dwindled. Teachers were no longer interested in continuing teaching at this school, and most of them were looking for transfers.
The matric pass rate has also taken a knock. In 2014, the school achieved 100% pass rate. It went down to 36.9% in 2018. The Provincial Education Department says it cannot comment on reasons why previous commitments were not met. It also says, however, that the school has now been placed on a priority list with unknown deadlines. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Hitekani Magwedze in Limpopo.